Hi, I'm Liz Hanson, and let's talk about directing. Honestly, while I was acting, I never had a desire to direct. In fact, I wanted a t shirt that said, what I'd really rather not do is direct. Because directing is a lot of responsibility. The whole production kind of rests on your shoulders, and it's like, I don't want that. I kind of fell into directing. The first thing I directed, I think it was Big River at Sundance, and I was terrified because I'd never done it before. And it happens to be a problematic show because it's a stage show, it's a musical, but also very episodic. So it's this piece and this piece and then this piece. I had to find something to weave it all together, and I found it really hard. And it's true that directing is really a collaborative art form. You have to function and work well with others. Unless you fancy yourself an auteur, and I don't even believe there are such things, because as amazing as Alfred Hitchcock was, he couldn't do it by himself. He had to have a production designer, he had to have a cinematographer, he had to have a writer, he had to have all these things, he had to have a crew. So really, you can't do it by yourself. You can wear different hats, but you can't do it. And who wants to? It's no fun to be all by yourself. It's more fun to play in a sandbox with other people. Directing, I find, I never thought I'd be good at it. And after I directed the show, I found out I was kind of good at it. Okay, so here's like a cool story so we all know Robert Redford owned Sundance. And when the musical is like 2.5 weeks in the summer. And he would always come to one of the performances and just stay for usually the first act and then just leave and go home. So the producer told me that and I didn't know he was there, but this one night he came and he actually stayed through half of the second act. And it's like, whoa, he stayed through half. So that made me feel good. It wasn't boring and it wasn't awful. So I find directing a whole lot of fun for a number of reasons. It takes a lot more pre-production work, and the longer I'm in this business, the more I value pre-production, because the more pre-production time you can give yourself, the better the production time and the better the post-production time. Directing is fun as well on stages because, like, after opening night, you really don't have to go back again. As opposed to being an actor, you have to show up every day. It's really encouraged for you to show up every day if you're in a show. And film directing is a lot of fun because it's like a jigsaw puzzle. And then you get to put all the pieces together in post. There's so much fun and manipulation you can have with your editor in post. It's not for everybody, but I'll tell you, I'm really loving directing audio drama. And, since COVID, the remote recording technologies have increased by leaps and bounds. Now we've got all these applications. Some are 4K, but all of them are HD. You can record up to 12 people, and it all goes to your hard drive. So it's really pristine, clear. And it's not like the first days of COVID when we were recording remotely, where, man, if you had a bad internet connection, your life was miserable. If you have a question, especially about audio drama, because it's like really what I'm doing right now, let me know, and I will get back to you ASAP. Bye.